Hey everyone! In this video I will go through my homemade jet engine test run, which was as I expected a fail, nevertheless a very constructive project that I've learned from, in a very tight 2-month schedule and limited parts and production tools on my disposal. So if you are interested, you might learn from my mistakes and avoid them. Get inspiration, and even if you can do such thing, then it's always nice to learn new things, I guess. So to start with, here is the startup with an air jet in the inlet of the jet engine. Obviously that was fast, but not quite the high-pitched sound that I've wished. This means that I have got way too much friction, so go for a rolling bearing, not the scrap bronze pad that I've got with my shaft. This was expectable, since rolling bearings are the best for minimizing friction, but I couldn't use them due to my tight schedule and the added work time to integrate them into the design. I wonder if you've noticed the sound while deceleration. That is due to vibration, and vibration occurs when a rotating mast whilst its center of gravity is not in the rotation axis. In other words, my shaft is unbalanced. Now, if you've watched my parts video, you will see that the rotor was overall balanced, except for the turbine, which is from stainless steel, so very challenging to shape. I was focused on resisting potential high temperatures. What I should have done is basically a turbine just like the nice compressor discs, but this doesn't mean that the balance will be achieved, but just improved, so balancing remains a stiff obstacle. Now it's time for some flames, right? Since I was very impatient when it comes to testing, I haven't made a proper fuel pump, so the flames that you see are just useless, very rich mixture. But if you've noticed, I've gotten the right amount of fuel ratio just perfect for about 10 seconds. And if you listen carefully, you will notice the shaft's acceleration sound, despite that the air jet is constant. Let's play it again. I consider seeing how a torque can be produced by heating the air in the combustion chamber of something that I've made a kind of success, and I was afraid that the flame will be just blown away if my torch holder didn't provide enough low pressure to keep it inside. Now this what happened after about 5 minutes. If you haven't noticed, the hot turbine is not rotating, and instead it has created a rotating airstream. When I've realized that, I've just shut down the engine and let it cool down, but when I have restarted again, it turned as if nothing happened. So, where is the problem? In fact, what have just happened is the lubricant was overheated in the way that it has slowly created a sticky layer which has increased the friction and eventually blocked the shaft. So keep in mind, you should always have a proper closed circuit for lubrication to deal with heat. Now I want to clarify that for building a jet engine you should not go for an axial compressor like mine, because whilst the compressor discs are not impossible to build in any ordinary workshop, stator blades are a nightmare for you, and without stator blades the compressor is just accelerating the air and not building pressure as it should be. So get a turbocharger and use it instead. Building a diffuser for it is not easy, but at least it's possible. Use rolling bearings with proper oil pump in a closed circuit with a cooling unit. Try to get a second turbocharger as your turbine. Sure, it has crappy efficiency, but hey, it is balanced and it works. And if it didn't, at least you've tried. So, hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching and see you next time.